working on taming the jungle today. It's already noon, so I'm not sure how much I'm gonna get done. It's supposed to be close to 100 degrees, even though it's already September the 8th. I cleared this area here, which is basically a square enclosure to keep the chickens out. And over here is a neighbor's yard. I cleared this bed yesterday, and I'm hoping there's a trellis right here. I'm hoping to take that down. And all of these branches here on this peach tree, I mean, I cut that tree almost by half in the spring, and you wouldn't believe that transpired, because it looks just as big now as it did last year. So I don't think I'm gonna work too hard doing now, but I would like to cut this business here, these branches, just cut them down, because there's some kale down there which I would like to be able to cultivate. It's doing okay, but it's just kind of hanging on because it's too shady. So I would like to cut these branches so that more sun can get down there. Oh, I see this red thing in the midst of all these purple flowers. It looks like a Jimmy Nardello pepper. It's an heirloom pepper. It's actually a sweet pepper. And there's a lot of buzz about this pepper. It's supposed to be very tasty and sweet and yummy. And you know, I haven't really tasted it yet, so I'm gonna try it tonight, I think, and see what all the buzz is about. Out here to Eddie's garden, just down the street from my house. And I picked a bunch of cucumbers. I probably picked about 10 or so, maybe a dozen. But anyway, it was supposed to rain. Last time I reported it was supposed to rain. It didn't rain. But things are still doing amazingly well. These peppers never wilt, and they keep producing and producing. I just can't get enough of this sweet banana variety. You know, they produce enough for people to pick and be greedy and to throw away. I found a few of them over on this bed. A couple people were just picking them and messing around and throwing them in here. But anyway, you know, these peppers here, they kind of wilt a little bit in the heat, but then they perk right back up when the sun is on the other side of the building. Same thing with these collard greens. They're doing very well. The tomatoes are doing very well. I just picked a bunch to put on the bench. I put some on the bench over there. You can see the cucumbers. Oh, and I picked a couple of zucchinis also. Yeah, see, here's a pepper. I don't know why they do that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, oh, here's a little jalapeno. But I wanted to show you these butternut squashes. There's a bunch of little babies coming, and there's a few that are just about ready. This is ready. There's some over here. Ooh. There's like 1 and 2 behind there. Oh dear. These vines are tripping me. There's another baby. Can you see it? And there's these growing up this apple tree. So I haven't decided if I want to just pull this thing down or leave it. I think it's probably gonna be trouble if I leave it, but right now I don't feel like being bothered with it. But the one thing I wanted to show you was a little surprise I had. Can you see it? Ta-da! I don't know if somebody hid it. Somebody probably hid that. Because, I mean, it's huge. I don't really want it because the truth of the matter is that I have a mild case of a mild form of an allergic reaction, I guess, to watermelons. I mean, actually, it didn't used to be mild. This year it's mild. I had a little bit of watermelon a couple times this year, and it didn't really bother me, but then I don't want to aggravate it, you know what I mean? So, anyway, somebody else can have it if they want. I'll tell my husband about it. If he wants it, maybe I'll come and pick it later. But anyway, it's just very interesting to me, the things that happen over here, the things that don't happen, things that I expect that, you know, people would pick, they don't. It's really weird. But anyway, but like I said, I mean, surprisingly, everything is doing really well without any rain. There's watermelon plants, or it's actually several plants. There's watermelon babies all over the place. It hasn't ceased to produce. Oh no, somebody broke this. Oh boy, whatever. I'll take it home. See if it's worth anything. The cabbages are really suffering. I actually came over here today and brought a little bit of water. I was feeling sorry for them. Brought water from the house. Actually, people have been picking the cabbages as well, which is fine, you know. It's probably better that they pick them while they're still something, you know, because if it doesn't rain anytime soon, it's just gonna wither up and die. So it's probably better that they eat them now, you know, before they wither up and die, rather than nobody gets to eat it. So that's fine. I'm not discouraged. I really am not. Not today, anyway. I'm actually very encouraged to see good things happening. Good things happening in spite of... I haven't been here in a week because I get a little nervous. I get a little depressed. Not depressed. I don't ever get depressed, but I get discouraged. Very discouraged because, you know, I don't know what I'm going to find when I come back. It's always something. Peanuts that are growing amidst the cucumbers, and I have no idea what's going on down there. But I can tell you that this looks like it used to be a peg where maybe a flower was over here too. But I don't see anything. I can't remember what you call the things. There's like a little extension. Whenever the flower is done, it extends down, and once it hits the soil, the little thing burrows down and becomes a peanuts. I don't see any of that action going on at all. So I don't know. I think that what I'm going to do is wait until they start to wilt. A friend in Texas, she just harvested a bunch of peanuts from her garden, and I don't want to say I'm jealous. I'm not jealous, Cheryl, but I really wish that I could get that kind of productivity. Peanuts are not a northern crop at all, so if I can get one peanut, I think I would be excited. Anyway, it'd be interesting to see what happens, how much I get, if they mature at all. We'll see how it goes. So check this out. This is what I believe to be Aunt Ruby's green. Aunt Ruby's German green. So it's actually, yeah, this is ripe. It looks like it's just turning ripe, but it actually is ripe. Usually it doesn't actually get this red. It becomes like a limey green, like how it is at the top here. And then the bottom is just like a little circle. Usually on the bottom you see some red. But this one has blushed a little further than that. But anyway, when you squeeze it, you feel that it's perfectly ripe. And if I smell it, it smells pretty ripe. So, this is kind of like, this is a little bit of insurance to make sure that I did get some kind of crop this year. Some kind of tomatoes to pick for myself because, of course, people see the red tomatoes and they want to pick them, you know, especially if they're big, meaty ones like this. If they're big and meaty and red like this, that's the first thing going home. But anyway, so the Aunt Ruby's German green variety is, like I said, it doesn't really ripen red. It ripens a limey green color with like a red blush on the bottom usually, and it has a very citrusy kind of flavor. I like to use it for salsa because it already has that limey touch, and so that's probably what I'm gonna do tonight. I might just make some salsa, just to eat salsa with some chips, which is of course always the most efficient way to eat salsa. So anyway, I think I'm quitting now. I think I'm done for the day. I wanted to go out and weed through the jungle, but it's actually very, very warm. It's like too hot, and I really don't want to overwhelm myself with the heat. So it's actually getting late in the afternoon, and it's time to go inside anyway. So anyway, I'm signing off. Thanks for watching.